Sally from Frankston Council. We're out at Joy of the Earth Community Garden and we're meeting with Mary today, who's going to talk to us about worm farming. So Mary, thanks for joining us. Could you tell us how worm farms can play a really beneficial role in home gardens?
First of all, home worm farming is excellent for recycling all your food waste.
Sure.
So that would be the main reason, and also it provides a lot of nutrients and food for your actual garden itself. So they're the main two reasons for starting it. Yeah.
Okay. So is there anything that we shouldn't feed worms when we set up a worm farm?
Generally speaking, you want to avoid putting in meat, any type of meat, dairy products, anything citrusy like lemons or apples, etc. And try and avoid oils as well. Yeah.
Okay. And what would be the best bedding to set your worm farm up in? What sort of materials could you use?
Oh, righto. Well, you obviously need your worms, but before you put them in, you could start with a layer of cardboard, shredded cardboard, and top up with some straw and dried leaves. So that provides your carbon.
Yeah.
And then pop your worms in, and then the top layer add some scraps, veggie scraps, coffee grinds, and you want to try and chop everything up for that.
Okay, and can you use general garden worms or do you need specific worms to set up a worm farm?
Good question. Well, generally we use worms, they're called red wrigglers, generally those ones, or the red Indians, I think. Yeah. But you can buy them packaged at Bunnings.
But is there a specific place? Do they need sun or do they prefer shade?
Best to have them in a shady spot, and best to keep them covered with some hessian. You want a little bit of ventilation, a bit of air movement going through as well. So basically just use your senses. You know, if it smells, you know there's something wrong. If you see too many vinegar flies, you know there's something wrong, but you can always fix that. You know.
Okay, so when you've got your beautiful worm castings and your wormware, what's the best way to use it in the garden?
I would spread it evenly on your plot, on your garden. Then I would add a little bit of mulch on top.
Okay, yeah. And is that to retain the moisture from the worm farm
That's
and
right.
to stop it leaching away?
That's right. And also worms don't like the light as well, so you're wanting to keep them in a bit of dark. And water on top of that, so they should be right. Yeah.
Fantastic.
And you can also use wormweed, which you collect from your worm farm.
So how much would you dilute it, do you think?
Usually 1 to 10. Tea consistency, tea colour consistency.